I've been seeing different narratives online. Initially, I didn't want to make this video because I was trying to still protect his image no matter what. He's my children's father. But at this point, I think I have to say small of what is actually happening. You guys remember in December 20...
When business and marriage intertwine, the consequences can be explosive. What began as a public cry for help has now evolved into something deeper. A financial dispute involving over 280 million Naira, claims of sabotage, arrest over debt, and a marriage on the brink of collapse. This is Crime HQ. And tonight, we examine the follow-up revelations from Esther Okereke, CEO of HairhouseNigeria, and the escalating accusations against her husband, Justice Okereke. In her follow-up video, Esther shifted the focus from physical abuse to something equally serious: financial destruction. She alleged that her husband's logistics company misplaced customer products worth over 280 million Naira. According to Esther, she purchased the goods on credit. The goods were allegedly lost or mishandled by her husband's logistics company. Customers demanded refunds. She had to repay the money herself. She was allegedly arrested at some point due to the mounting debt. If accurate, this would represent not just a marital conflict, but a catastrophic business failure. And the number is significant. 280 million Naira is not a small logistics error. It suggests either major operational negligence, a contractual dispute, or something more complex. However, as of now, these claims remain allegations made publicly by Esther. No documented court filings, police reports, or corporate statements have been publicly presented confirming the loss. Esther further explained that the supplier who gave her goods on credit demanded repayment. She allegedly negotiated an installment agreement but needed collateral, her house. To use the property as collateral, she needed access to the property documents. According to her claim, her husband had taken those documents and refused to release them. That refusal, she says, triggered the confrontation. She claimed she demanded the documents. Her husband refused. His cousin was present. The argument escalated, and she was beaten. She admits smashing the cousin's phone but says she later replaced it with a bigger one. Her justification? The cousin was recording a serious private discussion during a marital dispute. Esther also claims she attempted to sell some of her properties to clear the debt, but her husband refused. This introduces an important legal dimension. Were the properties jointly owned? Were the documents in his name? Was the marriage operating under joint asset structure? Without clarity on ownership documentation, the financial power dynamic becomes central to this case. If one spouse controls documentation of jointly acquired assets, it can create leverage during disputes. But again, documentation has not been publicly shown. In direct response to her sister-in-law's claim that Justice helped build her empire, Esther countered strongly. She stated, she was already in business long before marriage. She relocated to Lagos because of the marriage. Her husband did not fund her business. The claim that he introduced her to major suppliers was false. This is a significant contradiction, because in previous years, Esther publicly praised her husband as my backbone, my support system, the main CEO. Were those posts gratitude, image management, or evidence of genuine support at the time? Marriages, especially public ones, often evolve, and public praise does not always cancel private conflict. Esther also addressed a neighbor who accused her of being aggressive. She claimed that she once gave that same neighbor 600,000 Naira to start an egg business. The implication? Why would she financially support someone who is now allegedly lying against her? This adds another layer: loyalty, influence, and shifting alliances. But again, this remains a claim without independent verification. If we step back and examine the structure of this dispute, three possible scenarios emerge. Business negligence, a logistics failure created debt that strained the marriage. Financial power struggle, control of property documents became leverage. marital breakdown amplified by public exposure social media became the battleground. What is particularly striking is how quickly this moved online. Instead of a courtroom, the battlefield became Instagram. Instead of affidavits, there were videos. Instead of legal filings, there were captions. Esther ended her statement with a revealing line. She does not want to go deeper because Justice is still the father of her children. This suggests there may be more undisclosed details, or she may be choosing restraint for reputational reasons. She also made it clear she wants a divorce. At its core, this may no longer be just about debt or assault. It may be about exit. And in high-conflict separations involving money, property, and public reputation, narratives often become weapons. Was there truly a 280 million logistics loss? Was there a formal police complaint? Were customers refunded? Was Esther actually arrested? Who legally owns the disputed properties? Was there physical assault? Are there medical reports? Are there corporate records? Until formal investigations clarify these points, the public is left with competing narratives. In the digital age, marriage disputes can unfold before millions in real time. But accusation is not evidence, and counter-accusation is not proof. What we see here is a collision of love that once looked perfect online, business intertwined with marriage, financial pressure, public reputation, and the irreversible power of social media. If Esther's claims are true, this is a story of betrayal and financial ruin. If the counterclaims are true, this is a story of reputation destruction. Either way, the truth will not be determined by captions. It will be determined by evidence. This is Crime HQ, where we don't rush to judgment. We examine the layers. If you believe every story deserves careful analysis, subscribe to Crime HQ. Because sometimes the loudest voice is not the full story.
The brother that they said I broke his phone, this same issue, document issue, we're trying to resolve it, and you dare carry phone to come and be recording. For what? I got angry and smashed the phone, although which I even bought a phone that is even bigger than what. If I lie, I will still post the phone. So name it. Name it. The only one question I want to ask Justice and his family is, what is my offense? What was my offense? You dare beat a child and tell the child not to cry because you feel I'm alone. I don't have anybody to fight for me. You want to wreck my business. You want to bring me down. You caused me so much debt. You lost goods when they will give you for logistics. And I'm supposed to keep quiet. I also saw where the sister said it's the brother that gave me money to start business. Please, have you guys not known Hairhouse from Orazi before I even got married and came to Lagos? People, OGs that have followed me, have known me from Orazi before I came to Lagos. So where and where did he give me money to start business? Abi, I'm the one that gave him money to start importation that he cannot even do. Tell me what he's doing. I don't want to talk. Let me just try and preserve some dignity for him because he's my children's father. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. You guys know me on this page. Let them come out with evidence. Even the Chiamaka blessing, I be the Chiamaka words that is saying nonsense that they know me in the compound. The same Chiamaka that I gave 600,000 to start egg business. That same Chiamaka. I have a lot to say. Let me stop here for now.